seconds left. Here's Caitlin Clark, and she is fouled by Sammy Whitcomb.
And Sammy is clearly fouling her before she gets into the three-point motion.
Oh, no question. No question about it.
Well, Caitlin Clark put the ball up. I mean, it's a smart play right here. Sammy's wrapping her up.
Yeah, there's no...
And then Caitlin Clark
Whoa, she's stepping to the free throw line.
But not to shoot three.
Correct. Over the limit. And the free throw is good.
Well, there's still time here. You don't have to do anything, an intentional miss if you're Caitlin Clark. But you will extend the defense if you're Indiana and try to force Seattle into a turnover before you foul.
Caitlin Clark right now with 20 points on 6 of 16. She came in averaging 17 points per game.
And I'm not sure what's going on right now.
Crowd making a lot of noise, and Clark knocks it down. Seattle just needs to take care of business. And this is the reset timeout, which will allow Seattle to advance the ball.
So there was a reset timeout left, which is what I said.
But no fulls, yes. There is a new reset timeout this year in the WNBA, and it is a little bit confusing.
All I
Just
wanted
allows
to know
you
is
to
if,
advance the ball, but you do not huddle.
So Seattle wants this so that Indiana cannot pressure them in the backcourt. It's much easier to inbound the ball from the front court.
Sammy to inbound. 11.3 left. Having a tough time getting it in. My goodness. And that was last touched by, is they going to say jump ball? And that's going to be between Melissa Smith. We'll see the replay here. And Nneka in the corner. Nneka was breaking back door. I don't know how it's a jump ball. It's got to be off somebody. They're going to review it. The original call was a jump, but this isn't a jump situation. This is a whoever touched it last situation. Christy Sides challenging. We've seen a bit of everything tonight, Elise.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be last touch by Nneka Ogwumike. I think Melissa Smith did a good job busting through the lane, tipping it. It's a tough pass to try to get inbounds. Jewel Lloyd wasn't able to get open to come receive the ball, which is the #1 target for Sammy Whitcomb. And without a timeout, her two choices were try to force it into the corner or to try to bang it off the defender, but nobody guarding the ball close enough to do that. So she has to try to enter the ball.
It
and
looks
I think
like
it's
Melissa Smith's left hand.
I think it's Nneka Ogwumike's left hand.
That's tough. Well, if we're in disagreement, then they're not going to have... Boy. And that's the only angle we have. And we're being told that's the most definitive angle we have. I mean, they might be able to slow it down a little bit. And if that's a turnover on the Storm, it would be their first of the quarter and only second of the half. I mean, they have been exemplary in taking care of the basketball.
You see right here, it's clear that Melissa Smith touches this, but watch Nneka's left hand, right? There.
Yep, no, you're right. On second look, you're exactly right. 3 officials, Roy Gobain, Jeff Wooten, Vivian Maru, in what has been just a fantastic 2 hours of entertainment here at Climate Pledge Arena. We've seen a bit of everything. We've seen some outstanding offense. We've seen great lockdown defense at times. And here's the ruling. Christy Sides has won the challenge, and Indiana will get the ball with a chance to win this basketball game. My goodness. Now what do you do if you're Indiana? 3 successful challenges today for these teams. They've used them wisely.
Well, I think...
Who do you go to?
Well, I think there's no question that it's either Caitlin Clark or Kelsey Mitchell. Those are the two that have really had success going one-on-one.
And now a reset timeout called by Christy Sides to advance the basketball.
So they've got plenty of time.
And they also have another timeout left if they have a tough time getting the ball in.
And I'm not sure why it says 1 minute and 11. It does in the arena as well. There's 11 seconds.
It's 11 seconds left.
And they're going to fix that right now. The entire crowd pointed to the scoreboard like, we love this. We would love extra time to watch more basketball, but I think that's
better for Seattle. 11 seconds without the ball or 1 minute and 11 without the ball in a 1-point lead? I'm not sure. And here's the inbounds. Last chance for the Fever. Pass inside, tipped away by Izzy Magbagor. Well done there. Intended for Samuelson. And now the final timeout taken by Sides to set up a baseline inbounds play. So now you got options on the baseline inbounds. I mean, Melissa Smith has been fantastic down there. This doesn't have to be a jumper, doesn't have to be a three-pointer. It can be a post-up opportunity to get to the free throw line. And a lot of weapons on this Indiana team. There's no question about it. Not just perimeter weapons. They got some weapons down low with Boston as well as Melissa Smith, Elise.
You know, late in games, officials don't want to decide it with a foul, so don't give him the obvious one. Make it a tough shot. So that's first and foremost for Seattle. And number one for Indiana is test the defense and try to get in there, draw contact, head to the line. 2 free throws are the highest percentage shot in a game. Then for Indiana, they're going to want to try to get the ball in the hands of Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark. Clark's got 21 points. She's 7 of 9 from the line tonight, and Mitchell's got the 17. These two players, 2 guards, you'd love to see them in some kind of action. Caitlin Clark on the out of bounds can run off screens right now and put pressure on Seattle to either stay or switch.
Box set for Indiana here. Christy Wallace to inbounds. Screening for Smith. She was open for a moment. Didn't get it to her. Into the corner. Ball loose on the floor. Clark has it. Dives on it. Still loose. 5 seconds left. And Boston has it. And we have a tie-up. Excellent job by Seattle. First it was the tip by Izzy Magbagor. Then it was Sammy Whitcomb.
Well, the defense menacing. It goes off of Caitlin Clark's hands in the jump ball situation. And Jordan Horston is undersized by 4 inches in this matchup, but she explodes off the ground. See if she can quick tip this.
Horston against Boston, potentially for the game. The tip is won by Seattle. Mecca has it. She's fouled. 2.6 left. Tipped it right to her. Nneka Ogwumike will go to the stripe in her biggest moment as a member of the Seattle Storm.
Nneka Ogwumike has yet to go to the free throw line in this game. Rather remarkable since she's 10 of 15 from the field.
The first one is up and no good. Now, do you want to miss this one?
Not with 2.6 seconds.
Too much time?
No, no. Not with 2.6 seconds. They can't reset it, so no.
Second one's good. Here's Boston with one. She's going to have to float it up. It's going to be late, and that is it. An exhale from 18,343. The largest crowd ever to watch a Seattle Storm basketball game, and they see a classic. 85-83. We saw a little bit of everything in this one, but the bottom line is Seattle wins, and they go to 2-3, and Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever gave it a great effort, but they fall 2 points short, and they are now 0-5 on the season. My goodness.